officially 2024. We made it out of 2023. Congratulations.
Yay!
Who would have fucking thought we would have made it through that year?
Not Jeremy Renner.
He is lucky he did.
Yeah.
He had no business making it through that. Let's just.
How's he doing? Is he like back up and walking
I heard
around
he's
and
actually
shit?
he lost his leg, right?
No.
I thought he did. Or
I
did
don't
they
think-
manage to save it?
I think they managed to save it. I don't think they ever got to the point of fully amputating it.
Okay, because I know that was like in the works forever. Then it kind of like his family's doing well, but no one mentioned any more about, or at least I didn't hear.
Is he
anything.
acting again at least?
I think he's taking a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man got mauled by a snowplow.
Yeah, that's fair,
I
man.
would hope he takes a little bit of time.
I heard they started calling it Thanos.
Too soon.
I also said it right too, by the way, guys. Just saying.
So what we want to go ahead and do, guys, here, we've got no specific topic for today, but we do want to recap some of the highlights and the lowlights that we've seen throughout 2023 because, hey, it can only get better, right?
We're here for you.
I wouldn't say it can only get better.
Listen, we're gonna start the year with optimism here,
but
buddy.
statistically, it can't stay this bad forever.
Oh, you dumb bitch.
It could get,
Oh
it
my
could get
God.
better.
It could get better.
It could get better.
It should get better.
It could also just.
You ever hear about those crack whores that are like, let them hit rock bottom, and then you find them sucking dick out at the 7-Eleven?
We just,
They do, some people don't have a bottom, and
We
I don't
just
think
say-
the human race does.
say we just haven't hit the bottom yet.
Yeah,
No, there is no bottom. We'll eat each other.
yeah. Next thing you know, it's like a lot lizard out in fucking the boonies.
So let's go ahead and kick things off. So,
oh God, if
Spence-
you know, you know.
Spence, you were reading off a couple of bullet points in pre-record there.
Yeah.
What kind of things happened in 2023 that we've forgotten about?
Oh my God. Well, this one kind of threw me off. Edward Norton's related to Pocahontas.
What?
Yeah. 12th great grandmother apparently was Pocahontas. I mean, talk about a flex.
Is that really that long ago?
500-600 years,
Really?
Yeah.
right?
Ish. I mean, depending on the lifespan of the
Yeah, I mean,
generations.
like not everybody was living to be 80 at that day.
That's fair. That's
But
fair.
I mean,
I didn't make the rules. I don't know.
it's-
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
He's like, I don't know, man. I just did the Google
Yeah,
search.
dude, that it was there. What was another cool thing that happened?
Well, I mean,
Freaking-
let's backpedal.
most
to,
of it's depressing.
and that's just it. We've had some weird shit in the depressing. The Titan sub happened.
Yeah, that one.
AI
I don't know if I
took
call that one
over.
depressing. That one was just stupidness defined.
The reason I call it depressing is because it was so preventable.
Thank you.
It's
Like,
comically stupid because, and again, like
Yeah,
my sympathies to the people that lost their families,
right,
but like this was preventable.
Yeah, you earned that.
Like this was 100% preventable.
right. Like that's my thing. Like,
Can we like find like a trophy making company
yes,
and like make actual Darwin awards?
and just ship them up to the family members. That survived.
Yeah. Do me talk? Yeah, I'll keep talking. But yeah, no, I want to get like actual Darwin awards made up, and I want to have like a video segment.
Yeah.
I wonder if we get in trouble for that. There are just some people that just, die in stupid ways, and I feel like they should be commended for that. While we're,
Do you think you should share the show?
yeah, I definitely think we should be sharing the show, which is actually something we didn't do in our intro today. You guys, you're looking at me still. Camera's been on me for a minute. I think you should share the
Just
show.
a long view into your soul.
Yeah, take a look deep into my eyes and see how pathetic it is. Get in the comments. Get in the comments. Tell me how sad and fat I am.
Wow.
Damn,
And then,
dude.
because you feel bad, you want to click on the description and go to the support us page and just help me get a cup of coffee here.
Look at. Hold on. He goes, look at how sad and depressed I am. Look how fat I am. Help me get coffee with sugar in it, please.
Yeah.
That's the
Help
angle
me
we're gonna
get
take.
sugar. More sugar.
It just, anything you guys donate helps, even if it's just getting us snacks. But, eventually the goal is to get better camera equipment, better, everything around here, make sure to share the show. That's an important part of this whole experience, is interaction. I'm not letting you go. Yeah? All right, I'm done talking.
Has the camera been on you?
It's been intermittent. So what else has happened in 2023?
Okay, I want to talk about this one because I know Spence and I, and Chris, I think you and I went on a hefty rant off mic when this happened, but I don't know that we ever addressed it on mic before. There was the Maui fires.
Yep.
How? Does someone tell me that we didn't fire a fucking Death Star?
Dude, I'm telling you, everything's fishy about that whole thing. Like,
Well, get
not
on
to
it,
make one
Mulder.
about conspiracies, about tragedies, but like, the fire alarms didn't go off. They shut the water off. They were directing people, and somehow it was spreading so fast no one could get out.
They also, if I'm remembering details correctly, the National Guard was turning people away from the other islands
Right.
that were trying to go there to help support one another. It got, so the fire spread so fast. Animals by instinct apparently will go to water, just boom, right?
Yeah.
There were dogs that were in the middle of the road, 20 feet from the water. It burned them alive that fast.
It was like one end, and it was just not like moving. It was wild.
So, of course, the giant conspiracy theory to it is that this was an inside job.
Well, didn't fucking Archimedes design it?
Death Ray.
Yeah, didn't he design a Death Ray?
Oh, we have death rays.
Like, wasn't it like back in the medieval times? Wasn't it like a bunch of like focusing
No,
crystals
it
to
was way
focus?
before the medieval times.
Or well, it was like Greek times,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Like they had designed like basically a giant magnifying glass to burn ships and harbor.
It's like never been proven, but like due to depictions, they've thought possible. But it's proven too that he actually built a crane to just pick
Grab
up
shit.
ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got possible Death Star lasers.
Right.
Like,
So we got Death Star lasers, and then Zuckerberg.
Did you see that they're using an AI targeting system to pick out targets in Palestine?
I'm back up. Hold on. What? Who is using it?
Israel is.
Dude, how long you been sleeping on that little bit of knowledge?
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I've seen a couple articles that apparently the Israeli the Israeli military is actually using AI to confirm target data to suggest targets to their rocket teams.
How to suggest.
Yeah, to suggest targets.
Okay.
Oh, I thought they were like, we gave AI the kill code.
No.
Okay.
Actually, that's
No,
actually one of
it-
the biggest debates they're having right
it
now.
generates target information based on like topographical data.
Okay.
Still
and,
intense. Still,
Sti-
I thought like they gave like
Yeah.
AI the
No.
go ahead.
But what's
that's the
happening
next
though
step.
is they had said that previously in previous skirmishes with Palestine that they would, using traditional warfare tactics and intelligence gathering, that they would actually they would get up to a list of, I think it was like 35 people a year or 35 targets
to
a
like
year.
track.
Yeah, 35 targets a year.
No, like I don't doubt the
They're
AI's
getting-
ability to track it.
They're getting 300 a day now.
Oh, I believe that, dude. Like, yeah. I mean, for
Skynet.
fuck's sakes, we have quantum computers now. They keep that thing at absolute, like, not absolute zero, but like as close as they can.
Oh, didn't we get fusion this year?
Yeah, we got fusion.
We've-
That's a big one.
We have proven that we can do fusion.
Okay.
We don't have any large scale
The
production of
wherewithal.
fusion.
Correct, but we have the base now.
We have
the concept.
We have the math.
Correct.
We can replicate it and we can make it happen and we
Yes.
can prove that it can happen.
Yeah, they said it's going to be another 10, 20 years before they get an active...
like fusion plant.
Right.
But I mean, that's still a step.
Oh, 100%. Oh,
Like,
dude, yeah. Unlimited
massive.
power, free energy, essentially. Free and clean energy.
Correct.
Free clean energy and
If we
especially
establish that, I actually think humans will make it.
yeah, well, and that's the other thing too is that with fusion there's no radiation.
No.
There's no byproduct, there's nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Just-
It's free energy.
Free, clean, perfect
Cool.
energy.
We put 20 gigawatts into this, and it gives us 8.8 gigawatts.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yep.
So basically, we
It
figured
generates
out how to...
more energy out
than
of it than
yeah.
goes into it.
Yeah. Like, you throw a AA battery in there, and it's whipping out Ds.
These nuts.
Thank you, Steven.
Fucking
Thank you.
stupid.
Like-
So fucking stupid.
We're here all day, people. Like,
We have been here all day.
Oh, and it's also been a decent year for gaming too.
Gaming has not been a horrible. I will agree. It's had its lows. It's had frustrating points. But it has not been a horrible year. Recap that.
Yeah, we got Baldur's Gate 3, we got Starfield this year, we got
Okay, I'm gonna cut you off. Sorry. Starfield was actually on a list of very disappointing games.
yeah, but it's still.
But it was a
it was
big
kind of
game.
weird.
It
It
goes
was
back and forth.
huge, and everybody loved it. Then all of a sudden, it just like skyrocketed down, and everyone's like, "Eh."
Yeah,
I think the build up to it
was overhyped.
it was overhyped, and I think kind of like what we've talked about with Lords of the Fallen, right? I think that there was just so much, or GTA, so much that could be done that people loved being able to play around with it, and then it was just like,
It's too much.
It's too much, and it's overrated now.
But yeah, we also got the Spider-Man sequel. We got Horizon to the Mountain. We got Alan Wake 2 this year. We got yeah, there's a lot of good games that came out this year. I don't have the list in front of me anymore, but there were a number of. Oh, Atomic Heart was another good one.
Oh, I heard wonderful things about that game.
That was another good one that came out. So a decent year for gaming. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if I said that.
You said that one, yep. We got the actually Spence, I think you ended up getting one of these, but we got the PS5 Slim this year.
Yeah, that is. I like it.
Is it pretty?
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty sexy.
Yeah. No, it's actually really nice. It's much smaller. I was actually a little
Nice.
worried about it, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another weird thing that's happened this year: aliens.
We got confirmation on aliens.
We did. Then NASA comes around and remember NASA was like, we have inconclusive evidence. I'm like, bullshit.
Non-human biologics.
That says alien.
It could also mean an
Then
alien.
NASA's like, nah.
It
I know they're MIB. I know it.
It could also mean that we got an alien's left nutsack.
Listen, I'll get Will Smith to slap you up.
It doesn't necessarily mean that there's a green man in the fucking basement of the Pentagon.
Okay, but no, hold on. Everyone knows that there's not a green man, okay? It's a gray man. Get your shit
Yes,
straight.
Thank you.
There's
Thank
actually
you.
a game coming out about that. It's called the what's it called? It's some kind of incident. It's a survival horror game.
Yes, I've seen
Roswell
it.
incident.
No, I think it's called the Grey Hill incident or something like that.
I think it's like a survival game, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen some of the gameplay footage for it. It looks
Dude, some of
freaky
these survival games are like looking pretty solid, actually.
and freaky.
yeah, no, like I find survival games freak me out more than the horror games.
Correct.
Yeah, because survival games. My distinction with survival and horror is survival I can't really play because I can't kill everything.
Correct.
And I can't fight. I don't like stealth. I don't like having my anxiety pounding through my brain. And I'm shaking while I'm holding a controller like, oh man, I hope that thing doesn't fucking see me.
That's the important distinction though when you go into survival games is it's survive without hurting things.
Yes.
But it's like
there's
that's
no
not-
offensive or
that's- yeah, there's
defensive
no
option.
yeah,
100%.
no offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's terrifying.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I do. Dude, fucking Subnautica.
Play
Scared
Outlast.
No.
Play
No,
Outlast.
Just no.
You play Outlast.
We will play Outlast.
We will scream like little girls.
Sure.
Okay. I'm telling you, to this day, that is the scariest game I have ever played.
You know what I
wanna
think?
play Outlast?
You know what I
It's free.
think? You know what I think should happen? Is it multiplayer?
No.
No. So you're saying doing a couch thing.
Oh, it's totally a
You know what I'm thinking needs to happen is I'm gonna put it on the What You Take Twitch channel and y'all can play this and I'm just gonna watch.
Yeah, that's... Dude, I played it before, and I've never seen a group of males sound like screaming little girls.
I will play Outlast on one condition.
The lights are on.
No.
You're in a group.
I will play
That's my condition.
I will play Outlast as long as Spencer is right here so I could jump into his arms like Scooby-Doo.
I would actually love to see that happen. That would be kind of great.
Either that or I'm going to do that weird thing where I get hyper aggressive at whatever I'm scared of.
You're funny when I
Don't break my TV.
Watching-
Do it! Do it, bitch!
once you get scared, you do this like you sit up straight and you're like,
Yeah, I kind of feel like you're about to turn into a bear.
You just get really tense,
Come and fuck my shit up.
but you get really quiet at the same time, and it's
I
kinda
love it
funny.
because if he were to act like that while playing the game, he's got a recorder.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, fuck me up. What are you gonna do with his recorder? Like,
Kill me. Yeah.
strike me down in your hate.
Yeah. I get really angry at things I'm scared of.
No, that's fair, man. Like aliens.
Yeah.
like aliens. What else happened in 2023,
Oh
guys?
man, one of the largest explosions ever recorded in space was captured.
Oh,
It was twice the size of our solar system, and
The
I think
star
it was
blow up?
2 trillion times brighter than our sun.
damn.
The star blow up.
It's more than a star. I don't know exactly what caused it. I think it was like a quasar.
Mm.
Yeah, those things are nuts. By the way, it's wild to me that we can make it to the moon and we're talking shit when there's explosions twice the size of our solar system.
Correct.
Oh yeah, well, and that's the other thing too. Is a quasar is basically, from my understanding, it's a failed supernova, where the supernova goes, but something happens with its gravity collapse that it basically fires the energy off in 2 direct
Isn't that how
beams.
I thought that's how. Aren't quasars from black holes?
No, quasar is like a star shooting a bullet instead of going out in a ring.
I really thought that. Oh, I could be wrong.
I don't know. I could be wrong too. I saw a documentary about it a long time ago, and this is the information I think I retained.
No, that's fair.
No,
No, I just know they're gnarly, and basically they're just basically like a bullet going through space
that's just raw plasma.
that'll just fuck anything up.
Yeah, you remember that thing that hit Thor in Avengers?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
that's a quasar.
Yeah, he survived it. We'll be fine.
It's fine. You know, it's Chris Hemsworth.
Kind of a bitch anyway. What has he got? A sparkles?
We never touched on this from before when we talked about video games, but obviously we got some new stuff out of God of War this year as well. And it brought up an interesting conversation about
Did Ragnarok come out in 22 or was that 23?
it was 22. I think
Oh,
it
that
was
was totally 22.
it had to be 20 because I
It was
started
early 22 because I remember they like just missed the. What was it? It came out after Christmas, like just after Christmas.
yeah, because I played God of War initially on the PlayStation 4. And then once I got my 5, then
You got the upgrade.
Then I transferred over to the 5, and then my mind was blown going from one system to the other on
Dude,
the
isn't
same
it,
game.
It still blows my mind.
It's crazy. But so we got Valhalla out of God of War Ragnarok here in 2023. But you had brought up an interesting point, Chris, about how some of the original God of War creators were talking a little bit of smack on Kratos' character arc and kind of who he is as a protagonist now.
Yeah, no, apparently somebody had said that he's just getting too soft, and like my rebuttal to that is go fuck yourself, because
I see your statement, and my well-educated rebuttal is go fuck yourself.
go fuck yourself, because like
Love it, Chris.
yeah, well, okay, and like I know that I'm gonna be getting some like PC wishy-washy feelings bullshit, millennial get out of your feelings bullshit in the comments. I don't give a fuck.
Chris,
Oh,
we are
boy.
millennials. That'd be Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Oh sure, whatever.
Gen Z's gonna light you up.
Somebody's gonna light me up. I don't give a fuck.
Maybe
But-
get the boomers when they figure out the comment section.
Like, yeah, once they finally figure it out. But like, okay, so if you actually follow the story of God of War from its inception to where it is now, you see an amazing story of a man who lost everything, lost his mind, lost his will to live. He attempted suicide more than once in Greece because he couldn't live with the demons in his head. He eventually gets all of his revenge, which leaves him with nothing, and he spends years meditating, finding himself, bettering himself, starting a family
By
again.
meditating, do you mean killing everything in his wake?
No, I mean genuinely meditating. That was a genuine part of his trip in the Northlands, is he spent years alone.
I'm just doing this to piss you off, but he's just trauma bonding with his little.
He spent weeks alone at a time. He was barely around for Atreus. He spent so much time self-reflecting. That shit is fucking hard to move on from who you were. And the way that God of War Ragnarok and God of War 2018 tackle that lie of you have to be big and tough and strong, and you know, you have to skull fuck everything that moves to be a man is just wrong. Like, and you can see how Kratos actually leads a fatherly example to Atreus in a good and healthy way, even if he is rather harsh sometimes. Like, and continuing that into Ragnarok and seeing their relationship bloom into something actually healthy and good for Kratos. When's the last time Kratos had fucking friends?
You know, he does need a hobby.
Yeah, Kratos has never
I mean,
had
to be
friends.
fair, he has a lot of friends.
Now he does. The original trilogy he never did. He murdered everyone in his fucking way and did everything himself.
Well, you know, he just didn't have any backing.
Yeah.
And he liked Athena. Athena had his back. Oracle had his back.
No, Athena used him.
To the point though, and I think and ultimately where I think you're going with that though too is like, yes, all valid points to what you bring up, but he never lost his lethality.
Yeah.
Dude is still perfectly capable of wrecking shit.
Fucking your shit up.
Yeah.
So that was interesting to see those kind of comments come through, especially from the guys that started the franchise. So
Yeah.
it was just interesting
No,
to see.
I totally get it, and I do get it. It's about character development and growth and all this other stuff, but
Yeah.
I think the general thing about it, though, that I do enjoy is it kind of shows him, like, not to say getting soft, but having a better understanding of, like...
When to use his power.
I believe in today's terms, it's called toxic masculinity.
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
There we go. I'm here to relate to the Gen Zers.
There we go,
Like-
Spence.
It-
Nice.
It's a thing, though. It
What?
is.
What? Toxic
It
masculinity?
is.
Listen, man.
You have feelings, feel them.
When you can face fuck the fucking... Basically any god in your path.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I know maybe you guys finished it. I didn't finish it yet, so... Do you ever reference, like, Zeus again at any point? Okay, that's a yes.
You
so,
talk about him.
As a he doesn't reference him directly, but Kratos and Mimir have.
okay, I guess my question is, do they ever explain when he went and stabbed himself with the God Killer sword?
I think they did.
Did they explain that?
Yeah, you get the Blade of Olympus.
Okay. I
No, not
figured
in the
that.
campaign.
Well, not in the campaign, but you get it.
Yes.
Right. No, I was just curious, though, because I'm like, did they ever explain that moment in time where he stabs himself and then he just winds up in...
I think so.
Yes, they do in the webcomics.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
Oh. I never read the webcomics.
You have asked this question 138 times, and I've always told you it's in the webcomics.
Well, fucking Christ, Chris. Tell me again.
And
Here I am wondering these questions.
you
You,
could
just have the answers.
you
Like,
could just download it from the PlayStation Store for like $4, or you could just pirate it off YouTube.
Did you pirate it off YouTube?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
But yeah, there's actually an
You got that
explanation.
at the FBI?
Yeah,
Pirating's a crime, sir.
I don't care. There's an explanation for how he got to where he got.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yep.
Well, dope.
Yeah.
Dopey.
Dopey indeed.
What else in 2023? I know we discovered earlier because we were talking about the things that we could have swore weren't in 2023 in terms of, we got the king now.
King of England.
Long rest the queen, but now they now have a king.
Long live the king.
Long live the king.
Can't wait for colonialism to come back.
Oh, it's only a matter of time. I already see them eyeballing India all over again.
Oh yeah, they want that curry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm here for the nutmeg.
Conquer.
No, actually, dude, no joke, though. The East India Trading Company fucked India.
Oh yeah.
So, oh my God,
yeah.
they were like one of the worst companies ever.
Yeah, the British were fucking.
Fucking monsters.
Oh yeah, they
They caused famines that caused, what was it, like 50 million deaths?
yeah
They basically
because
went
they wanted paprika.
it was nutmeg.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, there was so much nutmeg available, they decided to burn all of it.
Fucking
Except for one
nutmeg.
specific island that they owned.
Fucking wow.
Yeah, it's amazing that the British conquered 3/4 of the known world for all of its resources and recipes, and they decide to boil all of their food.
They eat like the Germans are still flying overhead. Like, oh, look at mashed peas.
Do you want Do you want a fucking jar of eel sauce? Like,
Eel sauce. They still have that shit.
they just eat eels.
That's
too.
why they're so crazy about the spices. They need to, like, spice up
They don't
the
season
eels.
anything.
I don't know if they know how to use them.
They
Did
put
anyone teach them?
The only reason British people have seasoning is to put it in their spice cabinet and never open it.
Oh yeah, that's
all
every
for-
person's reason.
It's all for decoration.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you actually open it, there's nothing in there. They're just empty glass jars.
It's actually just weeds from the yard.
And they just go and they print out what it's supposed to look like and they
Right.
slip it in there.
Exactly. I know how this
Is
works.
that it's all
We're
for
on to you,
decoration.
Britain.
Yeah.
There's nothing there. It's all
Yeah.
cutouts
But anyway,
and prints.
East Indian Trading Company, complete monsters, horrendous shit.
Well, we've all done horrendous shit in our own time.
Yeah?
Yes, every civilization.
No.
Yes.
There's one out there that's innocent.
No, there's not.
Yes, there
No,
is.
there's
There's
not.
one out there that's like, we have done nothing wrong.
Yeah, the one that formed 5 seconds ago.
I was going to say, what did Greenland ever do?
Greenland?
You really want to open up that can of worms with him?
I really am
I,
curious.
I
If you-
can find shit about Greenland.
find something about Greenland. Anyway,
Oh,
guess what
Christ
else we
almighty.
found out?
What else did we find out, Spence?
Apparently, so I'm a big fan of these things, but apparently they found the oldest pyramid known to man, and it was in, I believe, Papua New Guinea?
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, sorry, it was Indonesia. And it was 27,000 years old, and they believe that it was they found the remnants of an old structure that fell apart. Thing is that it predates what they thought was humans were capable of by like 10, 12,000
Oh.
years.
Yeah, the cycle.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, well, maybe we were far more advanced than we gave ourselves credit for.
There's a lot. I've been hearing a lot of stories about that lately, about how ancient civilizations, there's this preconceived notion that they were dumb and that we were just a bunch of like stick throwers,
Well,
basically.
yeah.
And it's like, no, there's a lot of things that point
10,000
otherwise.
years, or sorry, 100,000 years ago, they still had the same brain capacity we do.
Right.
Like, we're like us, maybe like,
It seems like honestly the biggest difference has just been like the difference in record keeping.
right.
This is small potatoes, and it's actually gonna make Greenland look like a wonderful place.
Because it is.
It is.
That's why I picked it.
All right, get ready for this shit. Get ready to have your socks blown off.
God, there's that constant war over that stretch of land that they keep exchanging.
Greenland is guilty of having the Narsak massacre. Because how many people died in this horrific mass shooting?
Fucking 2.
7.
Seven.
And it's the worst one in all of Greenland's history.
Oh my
That's
Jesus.
they're bloodthirsty like the rest of us. Sitting up there on top of the planet like some sort of god.
Those monsters! I couldn't find anything. I googled what.
I know.
I googled.
You want to know why? Because no one's upset in Greenland ever.
I looked up what war crimes is Greenland guilty of. That is the only result that came up.
7. I believe the LA did that last night.
Yeah, LA did that last night.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else happened, Spencer?
Well, what are we all fascinated? What do we want to learn?
I don't know.
Do
Any new murder animals?
Oh my god, I always love good murder animal. No, I haven't come across any serious like murder animals.
Oh, we made the first human embryo out of stem cells this year.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Tell me more.
that's
Yeah.
it. That's the end of the story.
That's the end of the story. That's all you got?
Yep.
We can clone people now.
We've been able to clone people for a long time.
Ethically.
No, what we can
Phosphorus.
what,
Well,
what we can do now is we can create a person without a sperm or an egg.
excellent. So, human existence will now continue.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I found out the seed vault's leaking.
Good.
Yep.
Can't wait for there to be fucking palm trees in Antarctica.
No, actually, I think it's kind of wild that they built this thing to last forever and it's leaking already. That's government construction right there.
Oh, what
fellas.
about the DNA pods at the bottom of the Marianas Trench?
Oh, dude. Okay, so I didn't look too much into this, but there's apparently like a human preservation thing at the bottom of the Mariana Trench.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, dude.
They're like a human preservation pod.
Kind of. It like has
It
our
has human
blood,
DNA.
human samples, like bunch of shit, and they threw it at the Mariana Trench because it's the one place that will probably survive.
Human DNA, blood sample,
Dude,
genome.
hold on, I'm
Wait,
looking this
so
up.
we loaded this thing and dropped it. We didn't find it down there.
Yes, we created it's another.
God, that would scare me if we found it.
That's
down
why
there.
that was my face. Like the initial verbiage when I heard that was, oh yeah, someone was exploring down there, and we came
No.
across this pod. We opened the fucking thing up, and here's a bunch of DNA for humans. Yes, I would be petrified if that was the fucking case.
Just all the blood leaves his face. Just oh my god. You know, honestly,
Did we put that here?
honestly,
That's
that
a fucking escape pod, is
that
what that is.
that would be an earth-shattering fucking discovery. Is what that would.
No,
be.
but here's what's gonna
Here it
happen. Here's what's gonna happen because people are
Making my way.
because people are fucking stupid, right? Fast forward 100 years, and oh, hi, Spence. Stainless steel sculpture dropped in Mariana Trench will store DNA for 10,000 years. And guess who's probably keeping track of that time? Fucking Bezos.
Is this all kind of making sense?
Fucking Bezos and his
Everyone
damn
says I'm nuts.
10,000 year
So
clock.
here's the tie. Here's the tie. We drop the
Everyone says I'm
statue
crazy.
to the Marianas Trench. Bezos has his built-in timer in the mountain. Zuckerberg
Has the
with
cloning
his,
facilities
in his bunker. All three titans conglomerate to recreate the human species in their image.
Yeah.
Wear your tinfoil hats. It stops them from reading your thoughts.
You know, at this point, though, like, why is everything 10,000 years? Just saying.
You don't have to worry.
How long did the Ice Age last?
I don't know. A while.
You know what? He's not wrong. that's kind of
I hate that you're not
that's
wrong, but
Did you-
fuck
the
you.
problem with that
I
statement
no,
is he's not
no,
wrong.
no. Fuck both of y'all that you just think I have that on the dome.
You know
Okay.
dumb shit, Chris.
Okay, yeah. Let's back.
Geological time has never been my
You
thing.
you back the fuck up real quick, okay? There is no shortage of. I'm not gonna say they're never dumb, but randomly obscene, not normal everyday conversational facts that are stored away in your brain.
Yeah, blue
because
whales
of,
have a 92-pound penis.
Right, my point exactly. So, forgive us if we thought that off the dome you would know how long the fucking Ice Age
Which one?
lasted. I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
Again, this is why we ask you these things. If you don't have the answer, then we finally pick up our phone and we go check Google.
I don't actually know how many ice ages there have been. 3, 2, 7?
Oh, it's like a continuous cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Apparently,
for
though,
you.
the average temperature during the Ice Age was 46 degrees.
See, that's really okay.
It was 46.
That's
Yeah.
not that.
We'll be
fucking bad.
fine. We'll be
Yeah.
fine.
That's the thing. We lived in the southern hemisphere.
Florida
so-
may not be, but we'll be just fine.
That's like just mild.
Well, you gotta remember that's like the average, though.
It was like 52 3 days ago. Well, yeah, we're gonna be just fine.
Yeah, 46 is the average. That means in the winter it's probably 30 below. That's fine.
yeah. All
Yeah, I mean,
hold on,
yeah,
let me figure this out
that's-
officially before I go too nuts.
Well, I mean, you already
Average
said shit.
temp- I mean, obviously you have to.
He has to find a secondary source to verify his first
Yeah.
source to make sure he's not
Yeah, it
just
still
talking.
says average temperature. All right, let's see. A team of scientists has nailed down the average global temperature at the peak of the last ice age, the time known as the last glacial maximum, to about 46 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
That's really not that bad.
pretty mild.
That's
I'm sure like the
extreme-
winters are still like negative 30, but like survivable.
Right, but that's just it. It's like we could just bundle up. We'll be fine.
Well, the other thing too they said is like most humans lived near the equator where it was generally warmer.
right.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be just perfectly
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
As long as we aren't like tropical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah. As long as we keep growing shit.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it'll last 10,000 years because it seems like that's the golden
That
number.
seems to be where everyone is shooting for at this point.
That's
is 10,000.
That's our reset number is the thing.
Yeah.
You know, we had an interesting conversation about this actually the other day.
What was that one thing that blew up recently? That was another thing. Didn't that happen this year where they blew up the Georgia Guiding Stones?
Oh, yeah.
Did they
Or was
blow
that
those
last
up?
year?
They damaged them. They didn't destroy them.
No,
Those
no,
are
no.
the-
They
those
blew
are-
it.
Those are the ones that are. It's the 3 pillars that look like Stonehenge that have like the instructions on how to restart a civilization, right?
Yeah.
They blew them.
Oh, yeah. That's gone.
I don't think it's gone.
Fuck
Oh, it's
off.
gone, dude.
Why would you do something like that?
Because people don't want us to come back.
I mean,
Permanently closed.
Well, hold on. Okay, now see, there's a
That
difference.
doesn't mean they're destroyed.
No. A guy took explosives and blew them up.
Correct.
Like that. That's still.
Someone actively attacked this. He cared enough to blow it up. That means there's planning that went into it. And I'm sorry, when you're using granite stones like that, it's not like it's not like
I mean, this is true. You're gonna need a decent,
pretty
charge
substantial
to do anything to it.
yeah, like these were granite.
Right.
That shit's tough.
Right. It could probably be re-erected pretty easily.
Sure, Chris.
Just a crane.
What else did we get out of 2023?
I'm gonna smack you. But anyway,
Am I wrong? It just fell over. Put it back up. It's a rock.
I don't.
It's a rock.
No.
Yes.
Someone exploded this.
It fell over.
Another example of Chris in the big world.
Get a crane.
I will
Hook it up.
fuck your face.
And pull it up.
I will go full dolphin on your face.
Make another one.
No.
We got time.
What was the controversy with them? Everyone seemed to hate them, and I don't understand.
Because it had political ideology.
Barely, though.
It had ideas of like not having any kind of like controlled power base, and like the idea is that they basically, yeah, there's a good number of like scientific facts and stuff on there for rebuilding a civilization, but there's also like morality and stuff inscribed on some of them too, so I guess some people could get offended because morality is subjective.
So what you're telling me is someone got butthurt about something that someone else created and assumed that because someone else created something that it meant it had to be forced out of themselves. So instead of just saying, nope, I don't like that, and went about with their merry day, they decided they had to go and try and blow it the fuck up.
Well, the other thing, too, though, is I think what's interesting is someone spent a lot of money to erect these and never took credit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Nobody knows where they came from. They were just put there.
Yep.
Which we could probably figure out, or at least get a suspect pool based on the amount of money.
Oh, no, there's a guy that knows who did it.
Oh.
Yeah, he ain't saying shit.
Ah.
Yeah, it's probably the guy who, like, built it. But he's like, fuck you. America. That's how that went. Exactly. In court.
Well, and the other thing, too, I don't know.
NDA described. Like,
the other interesting thing that we have to look at, too, is the preservation of our species now that we know that it's cyclical. And we know that we've come and gone before, at least a couple of times. So I'm actually always excited to see these things, like the seed vault and the DNA vault and, like, the guide stones and...
everything's designed for 10,000 years.
Hopefully.
I would love to actually see the manual somewhere that says, please date stamp for 10,000 years.
If it ain't 10,000 years, it's shit.
Correct.
Like,
Yeah, well...
that
and
9,000 year bullshit, not in my house.
I don't want 9,999. I don't want 10,001.
Something about 10,000. Yeah. It doesn't. I don't want it to last longer either. That's just stupid.
What do you
Like,
What do you think would be the best way to preserve knowledge? Do you think that
stone?
Do you think the stone is the best way to go?
Well, according to the Egyptians, yes.
Because, like, could you not keep something in a bunker, like a hard drive or anything like that?
I mean,
Or
I
do
get that, but like,
you
my
think it
car
would
doesn't
be-
play 8 tracks anymore.
I was gonna say, do you think that would be too archaic? So
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
math.
I mean, I'm just saying in general, like, although it may seem complicated shit to us, 10,000 years from now, it might as well be reading a tablet.
True. Well,
I'm
and-
talking a stone tablet, too.
10,000, 100 years from now,
Yeah.
we're going to look at iPads and we're going to look at all of the AR shit that
I think
we
the
have
other thing
and
that's
go,
really
what the
interesting,
fuck?
though, like, speaking of, like, the future trends and all this other shit, too, it's like, I don't think people realize how exponentially faster technology is going.
Correct.
We went from think about that, 1890, fucking cars, not a thing. Flight, not a thing.
Correct.
Space travel, not a thing.
Correct.
Within a century, we got all 3 of those and basically changed how the fucking world works.
Didn't all of those happen within, I think it was, what, a 40 or a 50-year
it was
gap?
60.
60. Yes, you're right. That number, yep.
Yeah.
Within that 60-year gap, we broke all
human
of these
lifespan.
things. Correct. Could you imagine being around when those things were first popping up and
Right.
just like your world was being flipped on its head?
Right.
On a consistent
Back in the
basis.
day, Like, oh, a new way of like a new type of carriage was the greatest trend.
Correct.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just I don't know. It's so wild. We didn't have TVs. We didn't have fucking like indoor lighting. We
Well,
didn't have.
yeah, right, and now we got fucking AI
everything.
robots that are
Yeah.
working in
Yeah.
factories and
So
cracking-
100 years from now, Jesus fuck.
Exactly.
That's what I think is the most alarming thing. Or not even alarming. It's like to the point though. Is I feel like we're advancing faster than humans can even keep up.
Do you think we're gonna get to the point where we get to download ourselves?
I think if we decide to go that route,
Do you
Like-
think it's more about where we apply our minds?
that's more what I don't think there's a limit to what we can do anymore. I really don't. I just think it's gonna be what's the trend.
So where I'm interested in seeing the technology trend go for 2024 then is because we're getting things like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
We're getting things like the AI assistants and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
At the same time, we're also starting to get a lot of the AR stuff built into your normal bit, which is just a lot of the UIs for like your phone and whatnot.
Yeah.
But at what point do we start to get a Jarvis or a Friday or a Cortana?
I don't think those are far behind.
That's what I'm saying. I give it 5 years before we have something like that is past just the echoes.
right. It's not. Yeah. It's
Like,
not
some,
like
something
Alexis
that
or
can something that can actually go
or Alexa.
with the back and forth of you as a person and grow from it and so on and so forth like that.
Right.
I don't think we are terribly far off from that.
I don't either. I think like you said, within 5 years, maybe 10, and it'll be as advanced as like the one from fucking goddamn Tony Stark.
Correct. Maybe minus the visuals. Maybe we don't have the
Yeah.
touchy holograms, right? But I 100%.
Have you seen some of those new smart kitchens though? They're pretty wild.
Oh, 100%. The biggest thing as I've looked at any of those has just been the surface and where it's being applied.
Yeah.
Because it's still very projection based. So right now the big thing has been a lot of smart glass, which is huge.
Oh yeah.
So I think we're gonna see a lot of that, but I don't think we're gonna get the 3D holograms anytime soon.
I don't think we're gonna get though. I don't even know if we will get those necessarily, just because. I think like it's cool for sci-fi purposes, but
Correct.
practical use it would just be dumb.
Yeah. It's a lot easier just to do a projection.
Yeah.
Or AR?
Or AR. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think, back to our humanity recycling thing, do you think it's ever going to be possible for us to make something like a Genesis vault? Like with
Like from Fallout?
no, from the vault is sealed, it has within it the means of producing food and water, and there's like the sum total of knowledge in there. And then,
Oh, that's gonna be super far away.
well, super far away, but like there also might, what I'm thinking though is like back to cloning, is like if the vault has like
Humanity hits the thing, we can hit the red button and people start getting printed.
well, maybe after there's like no radio communication with the vault for a certain period of time, then maybe it starts printing people.
You know, I've watched a couple movies about that.
I've
turned
seen
out-
that too.
You have seen those?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a couple like that. I'm
Where it
wondering.
shows them literally raising, like a robot raising humans.
Yeah, and they're being.
I'll say it right now. I don't think it'll happen.
No.
Nope.
Do you think it's an ethics thing or a practicality thing?
I
think
think
it's
it's
an
the
ego
if we're
thing.
advanced enough to do that, we can handle any problem anyway.
It's an ego thing. We will go to space and go to a different planet before we do a Genesis pod.
yeah.
Like 100. You've already got billionaires that have made it their fucking side hobby to do space travel.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end up on Mars or.
Did you see Bezos' rocket? It literally looked like a dick fucking the sky.
I cannot stand the look of his damn rockets.
It's
It
a
is-
dick rocket.
It's a dick rocket.
is.
He has a flying penis.
He does.
Is it like Dr. Evil status?
Like, look-
Have you not seen it?
No.
What is his
Bro.
company? It's not Blue Origin, is it?
I think it is Blue Origin.
I thought that was Branson's thing. So it's like we will go to space and we have a
Blue Origin's Jeff Bezos.
oh is it okay we have a better chance of ending up like Wall-E in my opinion than a Genesis pod. Our egos will get in the way before anything else.
Dude, these look so fake that it hurts.
I really thought you were going to say phallic for a minute.
You're right because
wish I was that funny.
yeah, 'cause
That would've
it,
been prime.
it was Blue Origin is Bezos. I think it was
Dude.
Blue Horizon or something like that.
Dude, it's a dick rocket.
It's a dick rocket.
It's a dick rocket.
It's a dick rocket.
Now I just want to see it punch through a cloud.
It will. It did.
Here's the thing, and like
Gave Gaia that D.
people can say what they want about him, and I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. Musk is a supervillain, but at least he designs cool looking shit.
He does.
Like
Except the Cybertruck. Sorry.
Cybertruck's
Garbage.
It's cool if you want a warthog.
It's cool if you're on Mars.
If you want a warthog, it's cool. But no, I mean, yeah, that
Yeah.
truck isn't my favorite design in the world. But like his robots, they look cool. His rockets, they look cool.
I also love how he has to me, he has the perfect level of fear to robots with AI.
Correct.
He's like, I want to make them so you can overpower them, but they're useful.
Speaking of another 2024 thing, did you guys see him tell the Disney CEO to fuck off?
I did.
Yes.
That was amazing.
I do love his
What-
ability to not give a fuck.
Do you know the context around it?
I don't. I just
Okay.
saw him telling everyone to go fuck themselves.
So he was at some
something
kind
about X.
he
I think.
he was at some kind of a convention, and I don't know.
Just call it Twitter.
I don't know exactly what the convention's about, but it was a lot of industry leaders and so on and so forth like that. And people were basically saying that with the way he's been running X, there's a lot of companies, Disney included, that have been threatening to pull advertising out of the company, which would essentially make the company go bankrupt and have to shut the company down. Okay. Elon, on stage, in front of everybody, goes,
Do it.
do it. He goes, I don't want them to advertise. And then proceeds to go, you're going to blackmail me? You're going to blackmail me with money and advertising? Go fuck yourself. And then paused and said, go fuck yourself. I hope that's clear. And then
Did everyone hear me?
looks into the crowd and goes, hi, Bob, the CEO of Disney.
Yeah.
So and kudos to him because it is a form of blackmail. It's like, you don't like the way I'm running my company, so you're going to threaten to pull
I prefer
the money.
extortion. The X makes it sound cooler.
There you go, extortion. I like what you did there. But you go with that, and it's like, really?
No, well, yeah.
Like, and then he added the cherry on top to it, saying, and then when the company goes bankrupt, because he admitted it would make the company go bankrupt. He goes, the whole world will know that it was all of you guys that did it to the company.
Damn.
But Elon's level of I don't give a fuck is unmatched, and I
I
kind of love
admit,
it.
Homeboy's he's an edgelord. He really is.
Yes.
I do love his shock values. I think he is evil in a fundamental sense.
I think he's more of an anti-hero than a straight supervillain.
right.
He's got supervillain like technology vibes because you only ever see mad supervillain.
That's my thing. Like, yeah. Like, you kind of know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's like losing his hero from like away from like going full evil.
He is a supervillain from a tech perspective, but I feel like he's got the story arc of an anti-hero.
I can see that. See, Jeff Bezos to me is just dumb. I think he's just a cowboy with too much money.
That's
Like, did you saw the point where like they made it to space and he brought William Shatner with him because they thought it was gonna be hilarious?
Okay. But that's pretty cool.
No, it is.
Like,
It's cool. Okay, here's the part where I lose it.
insane.
This is the part where I lose it. And maybe this is just me being like, okay, William Shatner talked about how the beauty and emptiness of space really awoke to him. And how seeing the grasp of the cold, hard space, and then the warm, welcoming color of the Earth made him appreciate the planet so much more. Meantime, Jeff Bezos has two big-titted porn stars, and he's shaking a bottle of champagne behind him, going, yeehaw! And like,
Send me this video. I want to see
okay,
it.
dude, no. All right. Fuck it. I gotta find this. I'm like, no fucking. He was literally talking about like the most in-depth shit and the welcomes of humanity and Earth and the beauty it has.
and Bezos is just in the
Woo!
Not-
I can't wait to join the 20 Mile Club.
Sorry. Sorry, Steven.
And there goes my eardrums.
Tits sell.
Woo! Oh my god.
Well, while Spence goes ahead and looks up that video, guys, we are going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Again, Happy New Year from all of us here at What You Take. We are looking forward to Season 3.
If there is, because the world might end.
Well,
10,000 years.
10,000 years.
you know, it's all
Hey,
happening all the time.
Yellowstone.
Holy fuck, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That is due.
I really hate. Do you know how much anxiety Yellowstone gave me when I learned about it the first time? They're like, yeah, no, it's a massive supervolcano that if it decides to go off, it'll end all life in the western hemisphere of the world.
Well-
But, you know, it was supposed to go off 10,000 years ago, so it could go off tomorrow or in another 1,000 years. We have no way of knowing.
But we'll be here to talk about it.
Gee, maybe.
Well, there you go. Anyway, like I was saying, Happy New Year, guys, from all of us here at What You Take. We look forward to another season here, season 3, every Monday, Spotify. We're going to start putting more stuff out for YouTube. We're going to start putting more stuff out on Instagram. Make sure to check the description box. It's going to show a little link that says support the stream, support the page, support the something. Anything you give towards us, it just helps us to keep doing what we're doing, guys. Until next time, peace.
Out. Share the show.